The following program is brought to you by Naleo TV, the People's Platform.
Dad is Sonny Lim Sr. He was born here newly in Kohala. He moved to Oahu at a very young age, and then he moved back to Hawaiʻi Island. And he was a cowboy for Parker Ranch, but that was really how brought him back to Kohala, was being part of the ranch. After he met our mom. Our mom is Mary Ann Neula, was her maiden name, and she was a singer at Kohala High School. That was where they met. My father was tarring the roof of Kohala High School gym. That was where he met her mom. My dad was a cowboy for Parker Ranch, so we lived in a ranch house. And no radio, no TV, but the beautiful part of our life was our parents used to sing to us. And they'd play music to us, and I think that is where our roots of our music really come from. And of course, our mom was a hula dancer too, so on our spare time, she teaches hula as well. So a lot of that upbringing was in our home.
And being at Ku'upui, as you know, it's remote. And so you know that you'd have to find other things to do, yeah? We didn't really play football. We didn't really play things like high school. Things very rare, very rare. It was time to, hula and music was basically what we did.
Keokea Park, North Kohala, Hawaii. A lot of memories in this pavilion, but almost every weekend, our dad said, go kokua your auntie and uncle.
My father would tell us to come and just play for them. But that was a learning lesson. You know, we come, we play.
We came to watch many other musicians play. All the young kids was in the small pavilion.
Yeah. And you know who we remember is all of our uncles and our aunties who were before us. It's the funniest thing. We have this uncle, Ayu, Sam.
Yes.
He's coming in with his ukulele. Oh my God, it's going to be a party. It's going to be a party tonight.
And you're going to sing Be Still Oi
and dance. And dance at the same time. Oh my gosh.
He was so memorable.
Memorable. And had plenty of those old timers.
Yes.
That was like that. And lucky we lived in those times when we could see them and watch them and knew that they were related to us and they were aunties and uncles. And that's Kohala was like that.
Yeah. Auntie Sarah Pule, who wrote that song Keokea Paka, it's really about this special place to her because her husband, he was to caretake this place, and he planted the front of this pavilion. Right in front here, the word Keokea in flowers. And so it's mentioned in her song. And of course, till today, her family, every weekend, if you want to find them, they're right here.
You know, today there are many groups that come together, and what they're doing is a really wonderful thing, is getting a lot of our Olelo students to write mele of the different places they come from, or go to these areas, write about them, talk to the people, and that keeps the history.
So the song written in that time of our aunts. So when she wrote the song, it kind of gives you a picture of how she saw this place back then. It's like almost listening to the radio when you hear one oldies that you hear from a long time ago, and it takes you back to a different time, and it becomes a part of you.
So I'm hoping that this song will make you want to come and visit Kohala. Come and see what it's all about. May you feel the breeze and the wind and all the beauty that's in this song.
Aloha ia no Keokea Paka, he Paka oi a ka mele, he no Kani Pua nani e kawana nei, uwehi I ka lau, o ka niu, mana pea e ana, me ka makani. Nane no hoi e lohe I ke kai, e hawana ana I nei, o ulu I ka ili, o ke anu anu. Nane ano hoi ke lohe I ke kai, e hawana wana e nei, o ulu I ka ili, o ke anu anu. Hana ia mai ana ka puana e paka hoʻoi a ka malihini no Keokea Paka ko inoa ia. Haina ia mai ana ka puana he paka hoʻoi a ka malihini no Keokea Paka ko inoa ia.
I'm just gonna say it though. I wouldn't be able to do it without them and my family.
Yep. Even if we have our own individual accolades, we've done our own recording study with the Grammy Awards and Nani and Hula. I don't think we could have any of the things that we've ever achieved alone as well as together couldn't have been done without our family.
I don't know. I think because we always done it as one family, like kind of
Just like usual,
part of it.
yeah.
It's like automatic kind of thing. It's not like we really had to figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because we kind of already knew what we were gonna do.
Like,
Even though
just
we
laid
still,
out for
yeah,
us.
even though we still do individual stuff,
Yeah.
like they're, with hula and stuff, and I do all of the slacky and other stuff, but then we still perform as a family, and we fight all the time.
I think there are challenges.
Yeah, there are challenges.
But
Yeah,
we
it is.
definitely, I think the one thing that we always remember though, that when we did have a differences,
We still family.
my dad would bring us home. Our dad would say, you come home, and we would go to a ho'oponopono, would sit down and make right. And he would always say to us, your friends will always be your friends, but no one will be your family.
Yeah.
Your family will love you no matter what you do. They're going to be the ones you can count on. They'll be the ones that will take care of you when you least expect it. But never forget who you are, where you come from. Because he had a tough life, he made sure that we were very proud. He taught us everything. We could see the joy in our dads. He was so very proud.
And at that time, it was kind of unprecedented to actually win one Hoko Hānau Award and not come from the island of Oahu.
Yeah.
We were only the second group to win on an album that was not in Honolulu.
Yeah.
And the first was Auntie Ina Kanaka Ole.
And
She released her album, the Hi'ipoi Ka ʻāina Aloha.
Yeah.
Was the first one they won on Hoko Award that wasn't from Oahu. And then we were second.
We were proud of that. So was my parents. And when I look back, now that they're not here, it's special.
Plus we still continue. That hasn't ended. We had the Hoko Hānau Awards, Group of the Year, and then we had Lifetime Achievement. And then the most recently was last year we were inducted into the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame as a family with our parents.
Ka'anoi Pua came in that music competition where they were looking for musicians. And Charles Nahale composed that song where he, along with his cousin, were singing. And they actually did it as a duet. And we all fell in love with the song. Everybody knew that mele. The beautiful part about it is he shared that mele with us. And he was inside of a big state competition too as well. Haku Mele, my mom was a judge for one of those things. So that song had won its own accolade without us and his voice. But then he gave it to us. We had it on hold for years. And He composed that song, and
He allowed us
finally,
to record it.
yeah, he allowed us to record it. He felt that we would do it, female voices would do a different take to the song, and we did. We loved that. We did that far after Pua Olena. Pua Olena came on one of our second and third albums. We were recording in the same place with Uncle Jimmy Kaholokula and his family, the Kaholokula Ohana. And while they were finishing with their recording session, Uncle Jimmy, along with the record producer Bill Murata, wanted a female voice. And that was when they chose me to do that song.
And the original version, like Lorna was like 13 years old, I think.
Yeah. So
She sang that original version.
the beautiful part about that song was years later we went to Poipu Hotel. It's no longer there at that time. Hurricane Iki took that hotel out, but we went to Kauai to perform with Uncle Jimmy. He sat us down and started to tell me about the song and how every Hawaiian house had a Olena plant. But you know, the funny thing about the Olena plant is very kind of droopy because you only use the root, right? But he never realized that until the wind blew one day at his house in Hanalei, he'd opened up the plant and he wondered, what is this thing inside? And he realized, it's a flower. Never realized it's using the lau nui and the lau palulu. So that was what inspired him to write it. And he said, you know, think about it, that it's just like how sometimes we judge because he wouldn't give the plant a second thought. It's almost like how we do it with people. Sometimes we judge what we see or just anything. You judge what you see on the outside. Never realizing there's something
The
so
beauty within.
beautiful. It's always within. And that was the moral of that whole mele. And when he said, when you sing it, don't forget to sing it with that intention of bringing the beauty from the inside out, making sure whoever hears it feels the same thing. If they dance it, they feel the same thing. And most importantly, yeah, that, you know, he says moi ole in the last verse. Doesn't mean it's never going to sleep. He has his Hānau way of saying, "Gonna never be forgotten."
Of your beauty, where is this flower? Olena, Pua Olena. Lau Olena, lau palulu, epe enei kau mohala. O kamakani, hawana ui. Pua Olena, Olena. ʻāina mai, ka puana, pua moe wale, ua moe ole, I kana hele, ohana lei. Come with me, come let's see of your beauty. Pua Olena, Pua Olena, of your beauty. Pua Olena, Pua Olena.
You know, my sister Nani is my Kumu hula, and so from she and my sister Ling. But that version that will be shared with you is actually the original version that was taught to us years and years and years and years and years ago. And their vision was that every Haumana should come from the same root of the same halau, or when you move on to your own merit, all of us continue to share the exact same way it was done.
So if you see everybody, if we play it somewhere, you see a lot of girls will come up
That's it,
because
the
they know
exact
it.
same way.
because they know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pass down.
Yeah.
And you want things like that, especially the song that kind of originates from us and we have recorded it. Yeah, that when we do play it, yeah, you'll see the footwork. The feet lead back to where they began.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. That's legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. In our legacy, our mom was our first Kumu hula. When the hotel first opened, Mount Keokea Hotel, she decided she was going to go to work. But she was teaching us, yeah? She was teaching us. When she decided to go to work, my father said, take them
Don't let
into
us stop
town.
dancing.
Into town. So now you know from the mountains to the sea, we're going into town. And so that's where we went to learn from his cousin, from our Auntie Margaret.
The important thing for me today as being a Kumu from my sister Nani was that we don't forget. Meles are time capsules. Is captured in time. There's a moment that stops. So you go 1800, you can go 1750, whatever the time will. And that's, to me, the most important part, that I look for the portal to the past. So, you know, I remember this motion, and then you'll also remember the person who wrote it, or the time and space, and all that kind of stuff. That's the importance to me, for us to understand the mele, translate the mele, to bring it to life, words come to life. All those things was important.
E o I ke aloha I ke kula iwi ka ʻāina ka makani olu o Kohala kuika I o pili me ka la I ki ola e kolu pua vili e me ke aloha no nā pua ana leina mamola E hoʻi ke aloha I ke kula iwi ka ʻāina ka makani olu o Kohala kuika lai o pili me ka la I ki ola e kolu pua vili e me ke aloha no nā pua ana leina mamola E hoʻi ke aloha I ke kula iwi ka ʻāina ka makani olu o Kohala kuika lai o pili me ka la I ki ola e kolu pua vili e me ke aloha no nā pua ana leina mamola E mele no Kohala.
the oli is e ho'i ke aloha i ke kulaiwi. It was written as a closing for us to return home. When you have a ka'i, it means to enter. When you have a ho'i, ho'i means to return. And so we needed a ho'i for our Merry Monarch presentation that year, and so we wrote that. In hula, just having the children just be around us, they'll want to be part of it. Want, yeah? Because we can't force them to do it. Show them. They might love it also. And then the legacy carries on. Hula be the same. Yeah. You can be going home in your car and you think you take your keiki to the lessons, yeah? And you're chanting all night long, you're chanting, it's all they hear. They come home, you're in your car and they're chanting the mele to you right
And
back.
they hear
and you're
it.
like, that's amazing.
And you're thinking they're
You
not
think
paying
they're
attention, but they are. That's what happens to all of our kids.
all of our
Yeah.
keiki. And then you're like, yes, it's gonna be great. Like, yes, you know. And then they start speaking to you, back to you, what it is that they would learn. They weren't in the class really, but they were, you know. That's just like our parents giving this stuff to us and we don't really know that that is our path.
So we mimic, and they mimicking us now.
They give back, you know.
Yeah.
Makes you
Like
happy.
the cycle continues.
Yeah, it makes you happy.
Part of the legacy too is our parents got to see us do what they loved. And now I know when I see my daughters, Nani see her daughter, Sonny sees his children, that now I know what my parents feels like. That that pride, that happiness. I know that if I'm gone tomorrow, somebody has it. They're going to take care of it. If you need the hula, then you go to Gehi. You need the kahiko, or the oli, you go to Manaola. You need slaki, you come to Anu. Somebody has it.
I think our parents didn't understand when they started this whole thing, it was going to become a legacy.
Yes, they had no
So now I think because we went through all of this, became Kumu hulas and instructors in whatever we do, I think it becomes even more so on Kuleana that we continue it, because it's hard to have that knowledge and we don't share it. So I think we do. We have to.
Yeah. I think what summarizes that it's our life.
Yeah, it becomes part of it.
That's what we do. We love to do.
The song is entitled Punahele, and the word Punahele means like your favorite. That was first recorded, and I think he actually wrote it was by Ray Kane, and was redone. Like there are many versions they've done, but one of the thing about Anu playing is when she started playing, she has this really unique knack of doing the bass line thing and keeping like perfect rhythm, which was, so my friend told me, hey, their daughter can play. She said she's like one clock. She said, it's the hardest to teach somebody how to do that. So one of the first songs I actually taught her was Punahele, because it's the first slaki I ever learned. And she started playing it, and she has this really good thing. So I'll have people come and ask me for classes, and this is prior to when Anna was young. She was still in high school, and they would fly from the mainland, come over to my house and take lessons. And I said, how many of you guys have played before? Some have played, some never played slacking guitar. So okay, so the first half an hour of this class, I'll just call. So Anna's in the room. Anu, come on here. And Anu would actually, he was like, oh. I said, no, my daughter gonna teach you guys the beginning. So I'll make her teach him how to do that bass line thing. So she was really good at it, and she picked the song Punahele to play. So she's doing the rhythm while I am doing an arpeggiated background, following her. So he listed a unique, more modern sound, not as a traditional slacky. So that's Anu's song. And she's kind of polite. She's gonna be giving me the looks while we're playing, or she's gonna smile at me when she makes a mistake. But yeah, she can be a character too at the same time.
the cultural awareness should be at the forefront of a lot of things. The language, the hula, to have everything be elevated. The awareness of our culture is important, you know. And if we can touch people's heart by what we do, or our singing, or our hula, then I think we've done our job. Is it what our parents had wanted? Probably, but it became our life story. And so we're grateful, we're thankful, and we share this so much with a lot of aloha.
I think for me, it's more about carrying on our tradition and our family values that we have. And mostly, you know, whatever they choose or whatever our grandkids choose to do from this point on, is the biggest thing is to know what is right and try to make a difference. If that's what you want to do, I said, just be present and, you know, hopefully it'll make a difference.
When you think about leaving a legacy behind, I'm hoping that what we've done and what we've done through music and hula is left in a capacity that they can do exactly what we've done and maybe take it to the next level. But love, I think you gotta love it with all your heart, all your soul, everything you do, and be true to the things that you're going to do.
Of course, my eldest sister, Lei, she was a student of Auntie Pilahi. She got to share with us what Auntie Pilahi shared with her, and that is aloha. That is one of the true values that goes all the way through all of the different halaus, because that's important for us to make sure that we share that through anyway, whether we're playing music or doing this, that there is always this aloha, you know, to be apahai, to be meek and gentle. And I think we as the Lim family, we try to emanate that.
Yeah.
That you cannot do something without being lokahi. You know,
on heart, on mind.
Yeah, so lokahi, you know, the unity needs to be there. You gotta be olu olu. You gotta be really good with yourself. You gotta be pleasant with everybody you meet, you know. Sometimes it's gonna be hard, but it still comes back. That thing of aloha comes back and says, oh, no, aloha. And then, of course, ha'a. Ooh, sometimes that is the hardest one. But however,
we've always,
you gotta come back to
you
that.
always have to.
Yeah.
It's a key to our Father. You gotta be humble.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Always be humble.
Yeah.
Never forget.
And then the last one is ahonui. You gotta have patience, but patience and perseverance.
So you can be victorious.
And you
Everything
can be-
rises, a
and-
clarity of everything
yeah.
comes up.
So you're gonna finish it, you guys can just chant it and
And
it's
so, you know,
chant it out. Yeah.
Alanakila, you know, that's how things are going to
Yeah.
make it and rise and
Keep on going.
and the beautiful thing about that aloha was that she would tell us, is not trying to look for aloha in somebody else. Don't look for it outside because you're judging, but the whole mana'o is it's in you.
Look in yourself.
So it's within, you make sure it's here that it resonates. And that's been a big part of our halal
Close it with the
and
chant. Let's
on
go.
all of us as a family.
yeah. So that's yeah. Kaanawali, yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Right.
to. That has to be.
Okay.
Kaina Hawaiʻi no kahia kulike olu kamanao ha'ako kulana and those are the 5 things that, you know, she shared with us. And hopefully that we can share that same aloha and people would understand what it is that we do and how much we love Hawaii.